Again, let us clap her.
I was thinking to myself, what is the most Texan thing I could say? After considering all my options, I settled for this. Real fast, I'm not going to hold it against you if when I say the name Janine Turner, you have no idea who I'm talking about. She's an American actress who's also from Texas. But to quote Janine Turner, you can take the girl out of Texas, but not the Texas out of the girl. My name is Catherine, and if that first part didn't make it clear enough, yes, I was born and raised in the great state of Texas. First and foremost, as some of you may have already experienced at some point in your life if you've met a Texan, people from Texas love that they are from Texas, above all other things. The amount of pride I have in my Lone Star State can get a little annoying, I know that, but it's true. And over the next few minutes, I want to explain just what being a Texan means to me and how it has shaped me into the person I am today. What it means in short is this. To live a good life, you need only two things. A good relationship with your family and a good relationship with God. I will first explain the former and then the latter. Growing up in Texas, at least where I grew up.
So first, what was the former? Oh, the family. Okay, good.
Should I have
say that out loud?
First, I'll explain my relationship with the family.
Uh-huh. And why?
Because it's first.
That's right. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's give the translation. Yes, because it's first. But you say first, I'll give you the...
First, I will give you the family relationship.
Yeah, my family relationship. And then why would you be talking about that? We need that what?
My
Central idea.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
Kind of.
Okay. Go ahead. I love what's happening here. I'm going to tell you that. You're nailing this.
I'm just confused what you're wanting from me.
I want you to give a transition that has a signpost, a main point, and a central idea. I want you to say, so let's start with the former, my family,
okay.
So that you can what?
So that you can get an idea for who I am.
Hey, I'll take it! Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
So first, I will start by explaining my relationship with my family so that you can get a better idea of who I am.
I love it. Stay there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot, no,
It's okay.
Okay.
I would really love it if you would, if just to be quite honest, would you go back to it said that you need two things?
To live a good life, you need only two things. Okay, I can start there?
Yes,
okay.
Please.
To live a good life, you need only two things. A good relationship with your family and a good relationship with God. First, I will explain my relationship with my family so you can get a better idea of who I am. Growing up in Texas, at least where I grew up, life was very simple. But it was simple for a reason. A life that is simple seems to emphasize and encourage the development of those two key relationships, the first of which is family. When I think of my family back in Texas, I can remember a few things very clearly. I remember our big Texas backyards that you don't see anywhere here in LA. I remember my dad burning chicken on the grill almost every night. I remember our neighbors. I knew them all. It was a very tight-knit community, and how all of the kids that I grew up with are somewhere off in the world doing something similar to what I am doing right now. I remember on the slow days, I would get in the car with my mom, and we would drive down a highway for miles without a building in sight, just talking, and listening to Dolly Parton sing Jolene on a loop. We knew every word. I find it's a blessing, really, how close I am with my family, and I can't help but think that Texas is to thank for that. Now that I've told you a little bit about my relationship with my family, I want to discuss the other relationship in my life that takes precedent over all things, and that's my relationship with God. Growing up, it was Sunday morning church services, weeknight youth groups, Christian club volleyball teams, you name it. I know that my relationship with God has navigated my entire life. The good times, the sad times, the lonely, lost, depressed. Through all of the times, He has remained a good source of peace and strength in my life. This bracelet I'm wearing today, I wear it every day. It was given to me by my Texas trainer / best friend / mentor. The beads on here are Morse code for strength. She gave it to me so that when I wear it, no matter where I go, no matter what I do, and no matter what challenges I face, I will always be reminded of where I can find my strength. I found it in Texas, and I find it every day in God. To draw these two relationships together, I want to conclude by saying this.
Do you want to?
I want to conclude by saying this. College is scary. I am miles from home, I am miles from my family, and I am miles from my friends. But it's because of the way that I was raised, it's because of where I was raised, and it's because of those two key relationships that no matter what challenges I face, I'm not afraid to face them. And I know that no matter what I do, I will never compromise the virtues that were instilled in me at such a young age to fit in, or blend in, or find my way. Because to reiterate, you can take the girl out of Texas, but I'm going to do LA like a Texas girl. Thank you.